Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Underground, thunderbounds, and I stop the ground like a million elephants, a silverback orangutan. You can't stop a train. Who wants to don't come? Welcome to the jungle. We got what it takes. We got everything we want. The Pokemon made to wave the flag. Ooh, they're red, white, and blue. Run to the hills. Run now. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
What's up, nation? Welcome to Friday and Liquid Lunch, I guess. I'm your host, Pi, as always, and today's kind of a special Friday since it's Labor Day weekend. Whoop, whoop. So, yeah, how many of you guys are off for Labor Day weekend, for the 4-day, I guess? Now that I'm out, I always forget about the 4 days and when they're going on, and I don't really get the luxury of like, oh my God, it's a 4-day and kind of go crazy and wild. I go crazy and wild, but you know what I'm saying. You get what I'm putting down. You're picking up what I'm putting down, all that kind of good stuff. So I hope everyone's week has gone pretty good so far. I'm kind of imagining that some people either yesterday or today are still doing like odd loose bits and pieces and odds ends and shit like that the command teams are kind of fucking around with. Oh, hey, by the way, before you go, number of people saying they're only getting a 3-day. Well, that kind of sucks. But hey, at least it's one more day than a regular 2-day. So it's not bad. Got to look at the bright side. So normally I'm joined by co-host. Raptor Mom's normally here with me, but she had some stuffs she had to go do. So she's kind of busy. So it's me, myself, and Pi today. You guys get to listen to me ramble on for the next 2 hours. So if at any time during the show you want to talk about something or you want to talk about anything, a topic I'm bringing up, give me a call, 415-889-8367. So before the show, I was kind of, as always, I guess, jumping around, trying to make sure I got everything in order before the show starts. And I wasn't feeling too good last night, so I went to bed early. So a lot of the shit I normally do last night, I left it till today, and I kind of slept in, and I was rushing and all kinds of shit. But I was talking to Redleg and Raptor 7. And if you guys were following one of the, I think it was a Friday night show, we kind of threw it out there, like what we want to do. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But we started the whole process of of this great project that we're about to embark on. So it's going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. Hey, what's up, boss? You hear me? Hello? Hello?
What the fuck?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
For some reason, hey everybody, how you doing? 4-day weekend! I'm a civilian, I get a 4-day. For some reason, when I close the lid on my laptop, it cuts my audio off, and I'm not even using that computer.
Huh.
Yeah, Raptor Mom's not here, so I thought I might jump in for a minute and kind of help you out.
Oh, that's cool. I appreciate it, boss.
You're looking awfully sexy today, too.
I know, right? I think it's because I've been working out more. Like, the glow's coming out.
I see you drinking your Monster energy drink. I see your Monster, and I'll raise you a NOS. That's what I'm drinking right now.
You know, I used to drink them back in the day when they were the plastic bottles with the freaking bolt-looking caps.
Right.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. But I don't really see them too much around here, these here parts.
So before I called in and interrupt you, I heard you start to talk about the video. Is that what you were going to talk about?
Yeah, like briefly. I wasn't going to give everything away, but yeah.
Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, so we're putting this video together, and we're calling Grunt Style out. If you guys didn't listen to what happened on one of the Friday night shows, then I'm not giving it away. But yeah, Grunt Style, it's on.
Oh, it's on.
Oh yeah, on like Donkey Kong.
This is going to be fun. I don't want to rush through it and put out a half-assed video.
Right.
So it may be a few days before we can get the video produced, but it's going to be worth the wait.
Oh yeah, this thing just so Raptor 6 is essentially Raptor 7 is essentially starring in the video, and just his rough video cut he sent us. This shit is epic.
Yeah, it's going to be hilarious. I mean, it's already hilarious, and we haven't done any editing yet.
Right. Oh shit, it's gonna be good.
Speaking of videos, did you see the one that Angry Cops just did a few minutes ago?
You know what? I did, and I actually had enough time to like throw it into the whole production today.
Oh, you don't have to edit on the fly like you did Wednesday.
No, you sent it, and I seen it just enough time. So you know, since we were speaking about that, let me throw this up for you guys because Angry Cops is going to be on the show tonight. So check this out.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Well, now that you're here, might as well tell you, I'm going to be doing an interview with U.S. Army WTF Moments. That's right. Tonight, 2100 Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be on their Facebook Live, U.S. Army WTF Moments. All right. It's going to be on their YouTube channel. All right. And also their TuneIn Radio app. So get in on that. Also, they've got WTFNationRadio.com that you can check me out at. So, yeah, the more you that show up, the more I'm going to drink and wear less clothes. So it'll be a hell of a pregame tonight. That's right. U.S. Army WTF Moments on Facebook Live tonight, 2100. I'm going to be there. You going to be there? You know where that sexy little number I saw in yesterday? You know who I'm talking to. Yeah. All right.
Less clothes. More booze and less clothes.
I know, right?
It's almost like this guy's been here before.
Yeah, maybe he's auditioning to become part of the staff.
And bald is beautiful, ladies. Huh? Yeah?
Yeah. So, like, who is this guy? Is he a drill sergeant or is he a cop or is he both?
He's both.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. His Facebook page has got a lot of short videos of him doing skits and some real life stuff. And, you know, a lot of, I guess, internet or Facebook or YouTube, like stars and celebrities kind of, they stick with one particular kind of theme or shtick. And this dude is all over the place and it's all funny. He's got a wide range. So I'm looking forward to him being on the show tonight. It's going to be great.
I seen one of his videos where I'm assuming it was him as a drill sergeant, and he had this like little fucking wooden knife, and he was like stabbing all the privates' rucksacks and shit.
We've featured a few videos on the U.S. Army WTF Moments Facebook page of his, and I think the most recent one that was put up, and I think Howie put it up, was of him singing to the privates in line at the chow hall.
Yes.
So this guy's a card, man. I'm looking forward to having him on the show tonight and cutting up. It's Friday Night Fuckery, and it's, I think, going to be fuckery all night tonight.
Hell yeah. You know, I'm not sure if I can make tonight or not.
You can make it.
I may be able to make portions of it. I'm not sure. So this weekend is my birthday weekend, like my for real birthday weekend, not the internet birthday weekend.
Yes.
And yeah, like the shit planned for tonight and tomorrow. Like tomorrow's like the whole fucking day and night's already been planned. So tonight's supposed to be like at the house, chilling, a few friends over, just kind of, because it's my son's birthday like a week ago as well. Like his birthday's exactly 1 week before mine. So like we both just do it like on this weekend, Labor Day weekend.
Good idea.
So yeah, so there's going to be all kinds of shit going on all weekend. So I may or may not be able to jump in for portions or the full show. It just depends on what's going on. But tomorrow for sure, I'm going to be like face down in a ditch somewhere.
Well, I mean, if you missed the show tonight, you can always watch the replay on YouTube or on the podcast. You can check out the podcast. Yeah.
Oh, we have podcasts?
Yeah, we have all that stuff.
Oh, damn.
Everything you say and do on WTF Nation Radio is preserved for all of eternity.
We're getting all tech up in this shit.
Right.
I like it. Yeah, so that'd be pretty cool. So we got what's the dude's name?
His name is Drill Sergeant High.
Drill Sergeant High.
Yeah, High.
Hi, Drill Sergeant High.
H-Y. High.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So Drill Sergeant High's going to be on the show tonight. I got a feeling he's going to be one of the more comical guests we've had on. Like, I know we've had funny people on, but like, he just seems straight up fucking comedian.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that's definitely going to be interesting.
How would you like to be one of his privates in basic?
Oh man,
Because you know he's always pulling shit on the privates.
Yeah.
And he loves it.
you know, I don't think I ever had a drill sergeant like that. We had Drill Sergeant Hill, who was this like 6'3", 6'4", like built like a brick shithouse black guy, and he was like just as serious as well. Like you could catch glimpses of him like turning around and kind of smiling and shit. But like whenever he was at with the privates, like he was serious as fuck, and yeah, he'd just mean mug you all day long. So we had him, we had Drill Sergeant Staves, who at the time I went through basic, I guess he had just got back from Iraq, and so he got Drill Sergeant duty, but him and I guess a bunch of his battles put together this like fucking rap group or band or some shit, and I guess they were semi kind of up there, like they'd got like a record contract or some shit like that. I don't know, I'm not like a music guru. But he was pretty cool on weekends when he'd pull weekend shift. He'd come into the bay, close all the doors, would post a guard, and he'd play some of his music and shit and like start rapping with everyone. Like the complete opposite of what a drill sergeant should do. But I mean, he was a pretty cool guy. He was like real down to earth and shit. And then yeah, that's about it. I mean, we had a couple other drill sergeants who were just like regular drill sergeants. There was no real persona there. They were just drill sergeants. But I mean, it was a good time. We got smoked. We had a few laughs. We embraced the suck, and life goes on.
Some of the most fun that I ever had in the Army was in basic training. And for the most part, you know, all of the drill sergeants in my battery were human beings, except for one. And when we started the cycle, he was a drill sergeant in first platoon. And then our senior drill sergeant left, and he got promoted and became our senior drill sergeant. Senior drill sergeant Carpenter. And he was a complete psychopath.
Damn.
There was no, I mean, I don't think the dude was faking it. He was a certifiable lunatic and a sadist. Well, yeah.
Yeah, we never really had yeah, like out of the whole, I guess, company, we never had any real like crazy drill sergeants. There was some funny drill sergeants in the other platoons and shit. They'd make them like play music and fucking trash cans and like dumb shit. I have no idea what the fuck they were doing, because anytime like you cross the line, like because you have a floor and you have, you know, one half is your platoon, the other half is another platoon, and like you didn't dare cross that fucking line unless you were specifically sent across the line, and then it was fucking game on, because at any point they would fucking capture you and shit, and then you know, it would be battle buddy ops to fucking get you back. Why is this fucking dude on his own? Where's your fucking battle buddy? All them kind of fuck games. So yeah, it was I mean, it was fun, but it was like you always had to be on guard. But,
Our drill sergeants were, I mean, I was expecting a lot worse when I went to basic, and, you know, for the first couple of weeks, they were on us pretty good, but, you know, like Saturdays, Sundays, it was almost like we got weekends off. And I know that sounds crazy, but those weren't training days, and the drill sergeants kind of vanished. I guess they wanted the weekend off too. I mean, there was one there pulling CQ, but that was it. I was really expecting a lot worse. I mean, it's not like I went through basic training in the 60s or anything. I went through basic in 1994.
that's still old school though.
I thought it would be a little more intense in terms of a drill sergeant being up your ass constantly.
Yeah. Man, I can't remember what we done on Saturdays. I can't remember if we done like just stupid fucking platoon ops or some shit. But I know on Sundays we didn't do dick. Like dudes would break off to go to fucking church and shit. There'd be like small shopette runs. Like out of each squad, the squad leaders could pick one fucking dude from their squad to go down to the shopette with the drill sergeant to fucking pick up supplies for their fucking squad. And then you'd always have dudes trying to fucking smuggle in cough drops and shit. Because, I mean, you weren't allowed candy. So dudes would go down to the shopette and try and smuggle in cough drops and, like, pay the chick behind the counter, like, extra money to hide it from the drill sergeant. That was fucking stupid.
Cough drops. Okay.
Yeah, but Sundays where everyone got their sleep because you'd find dudes hiding in lockers and fucking in the latrines and all kinds of shit. But
It's interesting how creative people can get with, finding somewhere to catch a nap.
oh yeah.
I guess desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah. Most of the time it worked out though, unless you had a buddy fucker that just wasn't keeping watch and let the drill sergeant walk in the bay. And then as soon as the dude steps foot in the bay, you call like on the line or some bullshit, and that dude's still stuck in a locker or fucking under a bunk or somewhere, and he's got no way to get out.
Locker?
Say again?
Who gets in their locker? I mean, who's got room in their locker to get a body into?
It used to happen all the time. Like they would move shit out the way and just kind of like curl up and just fucking just like sitting down, just lean against the inside of the locker and just
Go
fucking
sleep.
pass out. Yeah. Oh fuck. We had one dude who would always destroy his locker. Like I'm assuming every fucking platoon had that like one guy that just couldn't get right, and like he was all fucked up. I mean, he came from a pretty shitty background anyway. He had a fucking pretty hard life, and so it wasn't like all his fault. It's just the way he fucking grew up. But he could never keep anything fucking tidy. He was just always jacked up. He was kind of slow, so it was fucking horrendous. So we would always, every weekend, we'd always fucking help him, like do his fucking locker. And it got to the point where it's like, sit the fuck down, don't touch anything, and like we would fix his fucking locker. And come Monday morning, the shit was fucking destroyed again, like fucking unreal.
Yeah, every platoon has got that one dude that's just so ate up. Excuse me. Still struggling with this cold. Got that one guy that's so ate up that he brings heat down on the whole platoon because he's so fucked up. And well, the drill sergeant's going to punish everybody for this guy. And our guy's name was Shafley. He was from Florida, and he was less than 5 feet tall. And I think the dude had he was slow, and the dude was constantly fucking up. One incident in particular, somehow somebody had gotten some chewing gum, and he got enough to give to everybody in the platoon or everybody that was brave enough to chew it and risk being caught by the drill sergeant. So Shafley ended up with some gum, and when we had formation to go, this was on a Saturday, and we had formation to go to chow because our dining facility was closed, so we had to go. I was Delta Battery, 1st to the 31st at Fort Sill. Our DFAC was closed for renovations, so we ate over at 3rd to the 321st, so we had to march over there for every meal. And we're in formation, and Shafley's standing in formation chewing gum, not even attempting to hide it. And the drill sergeant says, "What the fuck is that, Private?" And oh my god! And Shafley's like, "It's gum, drill sergeant." He says, "Where did you get it?" "Well, they're handing it out up in the barracks, drill sergeant." Oh, Jesus. So, the drill sergeant's idea of punishment for us for not policing this idiot up.
Oh shit!
It was to get Shafley out in front of the formation and have him smoke the entire platoon.
Oh wow!
Shafley, you fucking idiot! I'll find a picture somewhere of this guy. It's funny to see him in the. It's funny to see him in the picture because he's so much shorter than the rest of us. And I'm not a giant. I'm 5'10", but I towered over this guy. So you can imagine the guys that are 6 feet and up, what he looked like next to them. What an idiot!
Yeah, I think the only like real bad smoking I got. So I got there. I guess there was some dude that had been recycled from like a previous class or some shit because he had family problems. He got to like week 8 or 9 or some shit. So they recycled him, and he was a PG. I was one of the squad leaders. This dude ended up getting fucking fired for some shit. I became PG. And then on one of the weekends, one of the dudes found like window blinds, the white window blind things. He found them in the trash can, like behind the barracks. So I was right. So the bay was full. So they had like the overflow rooms. We have like 4 bunks in there and shit. So I was in one of them rooms. He came in. He's like, "Hey, do you guys want to play cards?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Like, but we don't fucking have any. And he told us about the blinds. Like, all right, fuck it, go get the blinds. We can cut them motherfuckers up and make some cards. So he acquired the blinds, bring them into the barracks, and fucking started cutting them up. And then we started like drawing pictures on everything, like to make the cards. You know, we drew the queens, the jacks, the kings, the aces, fucking all of that shit. And we had a full full working deck of cards. So it was on a Sunday, and it was Drill Sergeant Staves that was fucking the Drill Sergeant on duty. So we're in my room, and we decided not to close the door completely because obviously that's fucking too obvious. So we kept it cracked slightly. Maybe you can fit your fist through the gap. That's about it. So that way we could also see if people were coming back and forth. So my back's to the door, and we're sitting across each other playing spades, and one of the guys turns around and says, "Hey, stop." So like everyone fucking freezes. My back's to the door. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I kind of pushed the cards under my ass and just kind of sit there. And then like the next thing I know, this drill sergeant walks in. "What are you guys doing?" "Nothing, drill sergeant. Just talking about, stuff that's going on over the week." He's like, "I don't fucking believe you. Stand up." I'm like, what the fuck? So we stood up, and like there's no way I could have got the fucking cards or hid them or anything like that. So I fucking stood up and it turned around, and like straight away I knew I was fucked. So we faced him, and he's like, "What's that shit on the cards? What's that shit on the floor?" It's like, "Cards, drill sergeant." "Let me see them." And like he was so fucking calm, and that's what was like so unnerving about it. So we handed him the cards, and he's looking through all these fucking things, and he's giggling. He's like, "Man, these are pretty good. Who drew these?" It's like, we all kind of drew them, drill sergeant. "Man, these are pretty good. You guys should be artists." He's just like flicking through these fucking cards. He's like, "Has anyone else seen these?" "No, drill sergeant." "Fuck, let's go show them." It's like, oh, fuck. So walk into the bay. Everyone calls to the line. And our mascot was the assassin. And you never stand on the fucking mascot. So we get into the bay. He's like, "Why don't you 4 go stand on the assassin?" It's like, oh, fuck. So we stand there. Everyone else is around us. And he starts passing these cards out. He's like, "Hey, guys, I want you to, I want to show you what some of your colleagues have been doing. They've been productive with their time. They're learning art. They're learning, teamwork skills. They're learning all this shit. Like, a great example to you guys." So they're passing these fucking cards around, and dudes are just laughing. And he's like, "You know what? You guys keep the cards. I'll come back later to pick them up from you. And it'd just be our little secret." I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So he comes back like a few hours later, gets the cards, and and that's it. We don't hear anything. So Monday morning rolls around with first formation, and we're just fucking in formation, just waiting for it. And seeing the drill sergeant walks by, nothing, not a word, just acts as fucking normal. So like we're thinking, like, did he really not tell anybody? And after the initial count is fucking done. Oh no! When the other platoons start bringing each other to attention and shit, you normally like fucking sound off with some shit. One platoon said some shit like blackjack. The other platoon said some shit like casino warriors. It was like fucking. It was so stupid, but it was essentially a message to say, "Hey, we all know about what the fuck happened." And from there, it went fucking downhill. Everyone else went to PT regularly. We were doing up-down goes on a fucking hill in our marshmallow suits that turned from white to fucking black because of the mud. Like, we got smoked for fucking hours. And then after that, I had to go see the commander. I had extra duty, buffing and stripping floors every fucking night. Yeah, not to mention I fucking lost PG and became a shitbag. But, yeah, there was That was the highlight of my basic training.
I've got too many to talk about. Highlights of basic training. I was PG for the majority of my OSUT cycle. Oh, what a headache! Jesus.
Hey, Red Lake, can I ask you to do a big favor for me?
Sure.
The mailman just come to the door. I got signed for a fucking package.
Oh, you got to sign for something?
Yeah, I think it's my box of dildos I ordered.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Do your stuff. So in case you just tuned in, I want to remind everybody that tonight on my show, because Pie's not here, so I'm going to shamelessly plug my show. Tonight is going to be Friday Night Fuckery, and we've got Angry Cops on tonight. You can check them out on Facebook. Drill Sergeant High just put out a video on Angry Cops about how he's going to be on the show tonight. We're looking forward to that, and he's evidently his MO is to get drunk and naked. So don't miss that. Then we'll play Drink That Tune tonight, and during Drink That Tune, we always give away a sticker to somebody who wins. It's a game. You get to drink. It's a lot of fun. Hello from sunny Washington State. Hello, Raphael. And then I saw hello from Texas, and then a few other people. Georgia. Oh, Timmy, riding out the storm here in Georgia. The one thing that I kind of do and kind of don't miss about living on the coast is the hurricanes and tropical storms. I mean, they're kind of fun, but as a kid, I thought it was cool because my dad was a career Navy man, so we more often than not we lived somewhere in the hurricane zones, and it was always exciting. But as I've grown older and have responsibilities and property, I'm not so into the prospect of getting blown away by a storm. I got a good friend of mine who recently moved to Pensacola and was concerned about this thing coming up out of the Gulf, but it looks like they're gonna be spared, and it's gonna hit a little closer to what's over there in the corner, like between the peninsula and the Panhandle. Who knows?
Disneyland, Disney World.
Hurricanes.
Oh, hurricanes
Yeah, Florida's about to get fucked up.
again.
Some more, yeah.
Oh well.
Dale says, where am I located now? I'm located in the Memphis, Tennessee area now. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm going to have drinks with a listener tomorrow.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Nancy.
Oh shit! Nancy's coming down to see you.
Why are you laughing, dude? I've already updated my will, power of attorney and stuff like that. So Nancy's coming through, and we're going to meet in Memphis.
For you guys that don't know, Nancy is Red Leg's #1 fan.
We're gonna maybe I'll Facebook Live some of it.
I think you're going to have to just to keep a record of what happens for your own protection.
In case she murders me tomorrow. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm gonna have drinks with Nancy. A couple of drinks, and then back to the Casa de Red Light.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that wasn't the box of dildos. That was my VA meds, which is kind of the same thing because I get fucked either way.
Oh, they just leave mine in the mailbox. I don't have to sign for them.
Well, mine are all that fucking what's this shit?
What narcotics?
Yeah, the restricted stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I'm kind of surprised they put it in the mail, but whatever. I guess as long as it's tracked and signed for. So yeah. Speaking of tracking shit, have you heard about this new fucking dinosaur they found?
No.
There's man, I can never say these fucking these things. It's a new pterosaur with a P at the beginning. So pterosaur. This, the pterosaur species with an intact skull was uncovered in Patagonia.
What the fuck is that? Google Maps initiate.
Yeah. I think that's over fucking man, I want to say like Eastern Europe.
Oh, well, I see the news article. New pterosaur species, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I just want to see where the fuck Patagonia is. South America.
Oh, South. I was way the fuck off. But yeah, this flying reptile lived in the early Jurassic period about fucking 199.6 million years ago. The fuck?
How long?
Like just under 200 million years ago.
Oh, sweet.
That's fucking insane. So some fucking animal that lived 200 million years ago, their fucking bones are still like not alive, but yeah, intact. There you go. Why don't I just read the fucking article instead of trying to stumble for words? Yeah, I didn't want to read the article and kind of get into the boring stuff of it. It's just kind of like, I thought that's pretty cool, man. There's like something good in the world, finally. Like, learn about history and shit. Or science, whatever the fuck it falls under.
One of these days, you will be a fossil. Millions of years from now.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
Somebody will discover your skull, and then maybe you'll make Yahoo News.
Maybe I shouldn't die with a dildo in my anus. Maybe
funny.
they think that's an extra horn, and like I evolved into this being.
Oh, different species.
Yeah. The product of society today. I don't know. Hey, so I didn't want to talk about this shit because this fucking Colin Kaepernick fucking dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's pissing me off, man. But I ain't gonna get into the fucking details of that. The only reason I bring this shit up, if I can find it, is because the Chargers, pretty much is sending him a fuck you message. So I don't know if you guys have heard this shit, but they're planning to host a 240 military member national anthem show on the field when the Chargers play the 49ers. Now, I kind of, as you guys know, I'm not into football. I don't follow that shit. I think it's a stupid fucking game. I mean, if you want to play a real fucking game, a real man sport, go play rugby. No pads, constant action. Fucking there you go. But anyway, I digress. So, on one hand, I think it's pretty cool that they're doing this to kind of say, hey, fuck you. But on the other hand, how much money are they spending to put this fucking thing on?
Now, to be fair, Pi, this thing was planned before the whole Colin Kaepernick thing shook loose.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I think they do this every year.
Oh, okay. Well, from what I've been reading, this is like the biggest ever fucking pre-game parade thingy.
It's a giant fucking flag that they're going to unfurl on the field, and the beauty of it is that these guys, the flag is going to be unfurled towards, like, essentially they're going to end up right in Kaepernick's face by the time they're done.
Nice.
All these servicemen are. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Maybe he'll wear his special socks and sit on his ass, and some Marine will turn around and kick his fucking teeth out for him.
That'd be fun. I'd spend a few months in the brink for that. But yeah, like, so the reason I bring this up is because don't you think the money it costs to put on a fucking parade or show like this would be better spent pumped into something like homeless veterans or, you know, some shit like that that actually helps the veteran community and not just a fucking show that says, hey, we support the vets. Like, it's cool, don't get me wrong. You know, it's great that they're putting this on and showing they support vets and whatever else. But at the same time, don't you think the sentiment would mean so much more if they went out and actively fucking helped the community in some kind of way?
Well, sure it would, but I mean, think about it. The National Football League is their sole reason for existence is entertainment and putting on a show. They wouldn't get the TV exposure. They wouldn't get to put on a major production if they invested that money into something worthwhile, like you said, to actually actively helping a veteran organization or homeless veterans or whatever. It doesn't make for good television. So a big ass flag, which they probably, I mean, honestly, had to be goaded into, or at least given a suggestion to do it, makes for better television, and it's over with quicker. And you know, as far as the money goes, well, they got it. All these teams and the league itself's making so much money, they're not going to miss it. So this is their way to provide entertainment and at the same time recognize the veterans. It's not, I mean, you know, could be worse. They could just be completely ignoring us.
Yeah, I guess. Or the NFL could be charging the military to put on these shows.
So, I think the timing is perfect. That they, you know, this thing had already been planned out,
hell
but now
yeah.
it's gonna coincide with. I mean, you know, the veteran community or the military community as a whole will get a little extra exposure as a result of Kaepernick and his stupidity.
Yeah. Man,
Okay.
I don't understand people nowadays.
Fuck that dude.
You know, I was I was flicking through the channels last night. So, like I said, I crashed out early last night. I wasn't feeling too good. But I normally watch like 10, 15 minutes of TV in bed before I fucking crash out. And it just makes me even more fucking tired. So, I was flicking between Impractical Jokers and some shit Morgan Freeman has going on.
On the Science Channel
Yeah, I think so.
through the wormhole.
Yeah,
That's
there
a
you go.
great show.
Yeah, through the wormhole. And so last night he was talking about like a terrorist mind, what makes a terrorist, and all this kind of bullshit. And it was kind of interesting because I'd never thought of it in the way he was pushing it out. So if you believe everything he put forward, then essentially it all comes down to empathy. That's it. That's what makes a terrorist. Empathy. So,
Well, yeah, you have to be able to empathize with their viewpoints and therefore their cause, however skewed it may be.
right. But no, that's the whole reason a terrorist is because, well, they become a terrorist because of empathy. No other reason.
I mean, I don't think, with a few exceptions, I don't think that the average human being is born into or decides to undertake terrorist activities. They've got to be taught and trained and brainwashed. You know, I mean, your brain should not, unless you're a psychopath, say, you know, this person or group of persons needs to die because of X reason. Like, they don't believe what I believe. I mean, it's interesting to me that people have to be taught to treat others the way they would want to be treated. The golden rule. Don't be a dick. You don't want people being a dick to you. Well, then, you know, don't get on a motorcycle with a bomb strapped to you and drive into a crowd and blow yourself up because you wouldn't want someone to do that to you. That type of behavior has to be taught. And part of that teaching, like you said, Pi, is to mold somebody's mind into being empathetic towards your cause. You can program people's brains, man. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Imagine how brainwashed you got to be to do shit like that.
Well, according to last night's show, not very. Who is it? I think it was the Boston bombings or some other shit. They specifically singled out like two guys. One guy who was a suicide bomber, the other guy who was not so much, like he chickened out at the last moment or whatever. But they looked into his background and researched all this other shit, and they found another guy that was connected to them who never had a criminal history. He had like a master's degree in like IT or some shit. Like he was completely off the fucking radar. But they had picked this dude up from the airport one night, and the law enforcement swooped in and fucking picked them all up. Well, I guess this guy had been recruited to design and then make detonators and shit. Well, when they went and searched his house, they found a fucking journal that this dude had wrote or been writing from like years back. And it gave them a rare insight into like the fucking way a terrorist thinks and shit. So according to this dude's journal, well, he was brought up in a fucking middle-class family, not really any financial problems. He was liked at school, had a normal childhood with fucking friends, all that kind of shit. As he grew up and became a teenager and stuff, same shit, just regular fucking life. The family had no terrorist ties. They had no fucking violent past, no violent history, nothing like that. Just a regular fucking kid. And I guess somewhere along the line, he started seeing or feeling empathetic towards Muslims being treated wrong by the West, and that's how he started getting into it. So he started feeling that, you know, yes, it is fucked up that the West is doing this to Muslims, you know, and there should be some kind of fucking pushback. If it's not going to stop, there should be a pushback. And, you know, he felt that he needed to be involved in that because he needs to stand up for his people and shit. And that's what put him into that fucking cycle. And then it just grew and grew and grew. And instead of him becoming, I guess, like an active terrorist, he just started reaching out to people. So he was a facilitator more than anything else. He knew like fucking hundreds of people and would just constantly connect, you know, person A with person B and person B with person G and all that kind of shit. Until one day, you know, he got fucking hired or recruited to build these detonators and shit. And that's what finally fucking got him picked up.
Isn't a lot of this an issue of perception? It's interesting that you mentioned that he had a problem with the way the West is treating Muslims. I mean, okay, describe to me how the West is treating Muslims. What's, you know,
I guess.
Are you perceiving something? Are you basing your perception on information that you're getting from somewhere else? I mean, a lot of it has to do with the media only reporting on negative stuff, and
right.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, do your homework, do some fact checking, see the big picture. Don't key in on one or two specific instances. I mean, he's empathetic towards something, but is that something really something, or is it a perception?
Yeah, I think it was a perception because the angle they were taking on this show, I mean, and the show was open to like both sides, and it looked like a decent show where they'd done research and dug deep.
It's got Morgan Freeman. It's got to be good.
But
Well,
from
Freeman.
this dude in particular, like, he never had any fucking terrorist ties, nor did the family or any of that kind of shit, or to even radical Muslims, fucking radical Muslim. But
Wow.
he got all his shit from like the TV and the just fucking newspapers and just random shit on the internet. Just he never went out looking for terrorist shit. It just is the shit he just saw in fucking daily life. But I'm glad you brought up perception because he obviously felt more connected to, you know, his brothers and sisters as Muslims than he did as, you know, American or whatever the fuck he was. So how are you going to take something you see and not fact check it, or at least look at the other side to see if that could be corroborated or, you know, fucking balance out or whatever the deal is? Like, so I don't know. Maybe he just fucking thought and seen and felt some shit and just went with it.
Yeah, and that's a problem.
Oh yeah.
If you can let some nut job convince you that if you strap a bomb onto yourself and go into a crowd of civilians and blow yourself up in the name of insert cause here, because moments after you blow yourself up, you're going to end up in paradise surrounded by a bunch of virgins, which sounds like hell to me to begin with. You ever been around a group of virgins? Jesus Christ, who wants that?
I've been around a group of women. Fuck that.
Yeah, well, that's, same difference. Kind of, sort of, not really. But anyways, I mean, you let yourself be, I don't know, man. Like you said, do some fact checking, do your homework. Listen to Morgan Freeman. That dude's pretty smart. Don't blow yourself up.
But yeah, I didn't see the whole show. I didn't see, I didn't watch the beginning of it. I think I caught like the middle of it or some shit. But,
terrorism's not new.
Oh,
Terrorism's been around since as long as mankind has, and I mean you terrorize and murder human beings in the name of a cause.
Yep.
It's been going on. It's been going on forever, and until people can free their minds from all the brainwashing and all the shit that they've had put in their heads by you know, the people who are heading this up, that they're lunatics, they're psychopaths, they're crazy, and that they could trick. Adolf Hitler convinced an entire fucking country to believe his crazy shit. What the fuck, man? He was a master manipulator, and it's happening again.
You know, as fucked up as it sounds, and I've always said it, it's not just a fucking new thing, but as fucked up as it sounds, I kind of admire Hitler. Not for the shit he'd done, but for his ability to psyop people.
Yeah.
To fucking make him... Because he came from nowhere. He came from, I think it was a Jewish background. Fuck, I can't remember now. He came from a Jewish background. I think he got beat as a kid. Bullied, picked on, all that kind of shit. Like, he was a nobody. He was like a fucking nerdy nobody. Back in the day where fucking, you know, technology, or general technology wasn't fucking around. And he then becomes this fucking, essentially a world fucking power. The most, I would say, probably the most famous person in history, apart from Jesus. Like, you can't not admire a dude like that. Not for, like I said, not for the shit he done, but how he got there, like what he did to get there.
He was a snake charmer. He managed to seduce an entire nation into believing that a certain group of people were somehow less than they were. Like, he had that entire country believing that you know, Aryans were the master race, and then everybody else had to be eradicated because they're watering down the gene pool. Well, you know, imagine how much of a salesman you have to be to get an entire nation to believe that.
And, you know, he didn't really do it through violence against his own people. Like, I know that shit went on, but, I mean, if you compare him to, like, North Korea, where you fucking say the wrong thing, you and your family's dead, I mean, Hitler wasn't that way at all.
Lil Kim killed somebody else up in North Korea.
Oh, he did? Who'd he kill now?
Somebody else, some other high-ranking official. This was recently. You know, South Korea keeps an eye on that kind of stuff, and he had another one killed for. I don't even remember why. It was something stupid.
I know he killed one of his dudes because some high-ranking member in his faction or whatever defected with a whole bunch of other fucking people. So he was like, hey, you were supposed to be watching him.
Yeah, he killed him. I think that's the guy he killed with an anti-aircraft gun.
What?
Yeah, he blasted him to pieces. But
Jesus.
He's another fucking psychopath. It's got there are numerous documentaries on the subject of the North Korean people and their life and lifestyle. And if you ever get an opportunity to watch some, I encourage you to do so. Those people have no idea how the rest of the world is. And to hear the story told a lot of times out of the mouths of the people in North Korea about how great their country is and about how great their leader is and how advanced they are as a nation and how barbaric the United States and South Korea are. It's amazing the level of control that he and his government has managed to exert over the people of that nation and convince them of their ideology, which, I mean, surely Lil Kim has got to know what's going on in the rest of the world because, you know, he's their leader. I have access to everything. And he does. But he's trying to keep the citizens of that country under his thumb. It's amazing.
How has he been able to do it for so long, especially with like technology nowadays?
Well, but because he has control over all of it, that there's no internet in North Korea. There's barely any electricity. But the only thing that they have that even approaches the World Wide Web is a nationwide intranet. And it is only accessible by a very small number of people in the upper levels of the government. And it's all state-run propaganda type shit. Wow. Just like all of the media, the television, the radio, the papers, it's all state-run. So they say what he wants them to say and nothing else. And if they deviate from it, anti-aircraft gun time. It's ruling that country out of fear and keeping them in the Stone Age. The place is so impoverished, and there's a nationwide famine. The people are starving, they're freezing, they have no electricity, they don't have basic necessities. And that's how he does it.
Do you think, right? Let's say, for example, tomorrow, that North Korea becomes like liberated and shit. Like everyone's allowed to go fucking wherever they want. Fucking old Kim is fucking kicked the bucket. There's going to be no successors and all that shit. Just free fucking country. Do you think some of them people will refuse to leave?
Absolutely.
Just because fucking just straight up scared of the world?
I yes, because they've had it pounded into their heads that the rest of the world is evil and wants them dead, and they wouldn't feel safe. There would be a couple of generations there that would be afraid to venture out in the rest of the world, or if they happen to make it out of the borders of North Korea, would be in such a state of disbelief they wouldn't be able to function.
That's
It's
insane.
crazy, dude.
just
All it
thinking
takes is
about it.
one trip up to the JSA. If you've got orders to Korea or anticipate orders to Korea, when you go, please make time to go up to the JSA up on the DMZ, and even that small of a glimpse into North Korea is crazy. The whole situation up there is cuckoo. The way they even conduct business at the JSA.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
amazing,
insane,
dude.
man. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what to think. Like, I'm finding it hard to like process. Like, I know everyone talks about North Korea and shit and fucking whatever, but if you actually think about what happens and what the people go through, like, I can't even fucking process it, man.
You know, their propaganda machine up there is running at full speed, and their crappy ass rockets that keep crashing into the ocean and shit like that. Kim Jong-un has got the people convinced that they have this space program and that they're a nuclear power, and with the push of a button they can completely eliminate the evil United States and South Korea. What, really, dude?
Wow.
Your rockets can't even. Well, I was about to say your rockets can't even get off the launch pad, but look what happened yesterday.
Oh, they not launched another one yesterday?
Did you see? No, I'm talking about the SpaceX thing at Cape Canaveral yesterday. Did you see that?
Oh, no.
Oh my God, dude! They had a rocket blow up on the launch pad. What a fuck! There's video of it. Jesus. They lost the rocket. They lost the payload. It was an Israeli satellite that SpaceX was going to put up into orbit. They were doing a static engine test on the launch pad, and just out of nowhere, the whole thing goes up in flames, and it burned for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, SpaceX not doing too good. Like Raptor 7 says, they make rocket science look hard.
Wait, SpaceX is that private fucking company, right?
Right. Because NASA doesn't, they've kind of scaled back with the random, just putting shit in orbit.
Right.
So SpaceX has stepped up as a private company. And you would think that because NASA is a government organization, so to speak, that SpaceX would be doing better than them, but I don't know. I guess everybody reflects on the golden age of space flight when the Apollo missions were going on and the Saturn V rockets, which, to my knowledge, had a 100% success rate. I don't think they ever lost one. And by the way, the engines on those things, amazing. Most powerful rocket engines, ever so far. Now this new one, this Orion that they're building, is supposed to have more thrust, but that Saturn V was something else. Takes a lot of power to get somebody to the moon.
Oh, I bet. So do you think it's like anything else? Private companies, so they're cutting corners to save money and shit? Or do you
I
think
don't think
because
so, man,
it's such a big thing?
I mean, the payload, whoever owns the payload is paying to have this thing put in space. And so I'm sure they're paying a pretty a high cost to have this thing put in space. But I mean, I know accidents happen, especially when you're dealing with rockets, but you'd think as long as the United States has been involved in rocketry that these types of catastrophic failures wouldn't happen.
You'd think.
But then, you had the Challenger explode. You had Columbia burn up on reentry. Space flight's dangerous.
Hell yeah.
So, This thing goes up in a spectacular fashion. There's videos available if you want to go watch it. U.S. Launch Reports channel on YouTube has got the best video.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go check that out.
I'm a space nerd.
I used to be a space nerd.
I want to go to space.
Hell yeah.
Pop quiz.
Let's just do it. Let's do a GoFundMe account and just have like WTF Nation Radio like broadcast live from space. Fuck it. No one's been to the moon in a while. Let's go chill on the moon for a weekend.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. I've always wanted to go to the moon.
Hell yeah.
So, pop quiz. What is the least awarded badge in the United States Army?
The least awarded badge?
Yes.
Probably the astronaut badge.
That's correct.
Boom!
Okay, what is the second least awarded badge in the United States Army?
Probably one I haven't heard of, but I'm going to say the Honor Guard.
Well, you're close. It's actually the Tomb Guard.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's the second least awarded badge in the Army. Good on, check out the big brain on pie.
I know, right? I'm not just an ugly face. No, but if you would have asked me that question at any other time, I probably would have got it wrong. It's only because we were talking spacey stuff that I figured it had to be relevant.
Ah, crap.
Process of elimination.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, you know, for the longest time, I didn't know the Army had like an astronaut program. I thought it was all fucking Air Force.
Sure.
Until recently, like that one Army dude became a fucking astronaut for NASA. That's when I found out about it.
So the United States still has people in space. It's just we're hitching a ride with the Russians
Yeah.
because we don't have a vehicle anymore since they retired the space shuttle, and Orion is. I don't even think they've started building anything for it. Maybe the engines are in the testing phase, but as far as the vehicle goes, nada.
You know, and I think that's pretty cool. From all the bullshit back and forth between the U.S. and Russia and stuff, at least they can agree to keep politics and all the bullshit out of the fucking space stuff. So
Yeah.
fucking as far as it comes to space, just fucking help each other, work as a fucking team, and then when you're back on Earth, then you go back to the regular fucking bullshit.
Who wouldn't want to go into space?
I know, right? I'd love to go to space. Just like give me 24 hours in space. That'd be cool as fuck. I know you can do them flights in like a commercial aircraft where you go up to like the atmosphere and like you fucking float for like 12 seconds or some shit. You get like weightless.
Oh no, well you're not going into space. They're flying a parabolic course, and you get the sensation of weightlessness.
Oh, okay.
It's like 30 seconds
Okay.
at a time in the apex of the fucking. Now everybody's going to be bored. Yeah, you could do that. But so far, commercial manned space travel not happening.
Damn. We need to start this GoFundMe account. We need to get SpaceX to throw us up there.
You sure you want to ride on SpaceX's rockets, given what happened yesterday?
Fuck it. It's got to be better than watching all the bullshit go down here.
Yeah, maybe. Timmy says we got to call Russia for an Uber to get up to the space station. Oh, look who commented directly under Timmy.
I
remember that
know.
guy?
Yeah. I seen that guy the other day. He messaged me out of the blue. It was
Really?
like, holy fuck, it lives.
It's a lie.
But yeah, he's doing pretty good.
So I guess I talked about space crap right up to your break.
You did. This is like perfect.
Oh, thanks.
Perfect. Yeah, so what we're going to do, guys, we're going to take a short music break here so I can go get another Monster and my dip, because I fucking forgot my dip again. It's upstairs.
2 shows in a row now.
I know, right? Damn, I'm slacking. I'm too busy running around fucking chasing after myself, make sure I got everything, and then I forget the fucking essentials.
Yeah, you got your finger and you got your fingers in too many pies.
Yeah. Maybe I should just sit back and just fucking push buttons.
Sure.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
That's what I do.
I can't do that, man. It's just, I'm not busy enough. I prefer to be over busy than under busy.
Do PT.
Yeah, do PT. Yeah. I'm doing like PT every other day.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I can't be doing it like every day. Yeah. So I do PT every other day. Blow off steam and shit. right, guys, we're going to take a short music break. So kick back, relax, enjoy this. And don't forget, we got the preview of the Friday Safety Brief coming up.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So maybe I'll play that as soon as we get back from break. I don't know. Stick around.
Yo, 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 it is me, Soldier Hard with Redcon One Music Group, and you listening to Rounds Down Range Reloaded.
Redcon One Music.
I never said I got a bronze star, silver or purple heart. I mentioned how I served it wartime and I play my part. If I said it, I seen it. If I wrote it, I done it. Y'all can take it however you want it. Try to assassinate my character, lie about me. Telling people I ain't leave the FOB. You was a tower guard, Navarro. How you speaking on me? Me and my dudes ran the MSO, we ran them streets. Was in the magazine by the WWP. They Garcia on the net, also lying through teeth. They all pose as a homie, but fake like the rest. They all hate my success, they all hate that I'm blessed. I guess they hate that I shine, cause they shine real dim. So they figure out I'm gon' hate on him, but I'm a bubble regardless. Can't stop my shine, so I'ma light in the darkness on the 4th of July. Can't stop my shine, I'ma rise like the sun do. Outshine haters just like I am taught to. Hate all you want, y'all, I don't care. Y'all gon' hear a name, see it posted everywhere. Can't stop my shine, I'ma rise like the sun do. Outshine haters just like I am taught to. Hate all you want, y'all, I don't care. Y'all gon' hear a name, see it posted everywhere. I shine through all the fake ones that knock that. Fact that I rap with the same ones that cop that. JSP and Jack moves, don't front if you bought that. Got me in my inbox saying I'm whack. You really want your spot back? Affiliated with who? Them dudes? Since you paid for a verse, I still don't know which one of you bitches hit me with your purse. You're irrelevant. That's it. Nothing else. Past since I dipped away, I've been hitting them charts ever since.
I'm a rise like the sun do, ashamed what it's come to. Battle raps is my art of war, like Sun Tzu. Matter of fact, boy, I know what haunts you. Think y'all do what you can do, but we do what we want to. Yeah, they dream real big, but it's imminent. A big dream they dream, we don't dream it, we living it. Middle finger to the haters, sit on it. Soldier hearts to kill them, honestly, I'm considering it.
Stop my shine, I'ma rise like the sun do. Outshine haters just like I am taught to. Hate all you want, y'all, I don't care. Y'all gon' hear a name, see it posted everywhere. Stop my shine, I'ma rise like the sun do. Outshine haters just like I am taught to. Hate all you want, y'all, I don't care. Y'all gon' hear a name, see it posted everywhere.
Shining like the sun in the night, the moon. We on fire on the rise like hot air balloons. You can't stop this and we won't stop no time soon. We be hotter than June afternoon. That's my platoon with a tip of the spill. I'm about to throw the harpoon at you hating buffoons. I am so sincere. They be talking around, I know they heart pump feel. News flash in the 365 is out here.
I hear 'em talking in the phone, language y'all born. Never get the reply, keep moving on. No, I don't understand, nor do I wanna try. I'm too busy working on these statements to testify. Trying to get the facts right, giving you the facts alike. To see eye to eye, you'd have to join me at the site. Thinking you original, now you ain't the prototype. You couldn't store this much flow in a
Can't
terabyte.
stop my shine, I'ma rise like the sun do. Outshine haters just like I am taught to. Hate all you want, y'all, I don't care. Y'all gon' hear a name, see it posted everywhere. Stop my shine, I'ma rise like the sun do. Outshine haters just like I am taught to. Hate all you want, y'all, I don't care. Y'all gon' hear a name, see it posted everywhere.
Oh shit! What's up, guys? I was back. I was back. Man, I thought I had another song lined up, but I guess not. So I ran upstairs. I took a piss real quick, grabbed my monster, came all the way back down, and was like, "Fuck!" Forgot my dip. So I had to run all the way fucking back up, grabbed the dip, stood there for a sec, was like, "Am I forgetting anything else?" And then, nope, I'm good. Come all the way back down. So. Boom. We is good to go. Holy shit, I'm out of breath. I think I got to work out more. Whew. So Red Leg has to go off and do Red Leg type stuff, like adult today. So he's off. Yes, welcome back. Welcome. So since we was talking about space and like being up there like high and all that kind of stuff, I found this article. This was kind of interesting. Now, I've heard people talk about this stuff for a while now, but I could never really I guess, understand, like why or the complications behind everything. So I found this article, and I thought it was kind of interesting because it kind of upholds what people were telling me. So I'll stop speaking in riddles and just and tell you guys about it. So recently, an appeals court upheld a ban on gun sales for anyone that holds a medical marijuana card. A federal government ban on the sale of guns to medical marijuana card holders does not violate the Second Amendment, a federal appeals court said on Wednesday. The ruling by the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals applies to the 9 western states that fall under the court's jurisdiction, including California, Washington, and Oregon. Now, I don't think it's a big surprise that a gun law, essentially, was upheld in them fucking communist states. You know, they're not about guns anyway, so, you know, why would they fucking go ahead and just make it easier? And maybe it would be different if it was a fucking appeals court from the right coast. I don't know. But it came in a lawsuit filed by S. Rowan Wilson, a Nevada, yes, I said Nevada, woman who tried to buy a firearm in 2011 after obtaining a medical marijuana card. The gun store refused, citing the federal rule on the sale of firearms to illegal drug users. Marijuana remains illegal under federal law, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives has told gun sellers they can presume, or they can assume, a person with a medical marijuana card uses the drug. The Ninth Circuit, in its 3-0 decision, agreed that it is reasonable for federal regulators to assume a medical marijuana card holder is more likely to use the drug. In addition, a ban on the sale of guns to marijuana and other drug users is reasonable because the use of such drugs raises the risk of irrational or unpredictable behavior with which gun use should not be associated. Oh my God, I can't word now. And that's coming from Senior District Judge Jed Rakoff. The Ninth Circuit also rejected other constitutional challenges to ban that were raised by Wilson. And then comments from Wilson were not forthcoming. So essentially, what the Ninth U.S. District Court is saying is, or Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, what they're saying is, if you have a medical marijuana card, you're not getting a gun because marijuana is still illegal under federal law. So therefore, you do illegal drugs, which makes you a fucking higher risk of unpredictable behavior. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So everyone out there that's, like I said in the beginning, I had people say, hey, you know, I'm not getting a medical marijuana card because I want fucking guns. I'm not getting, I've even had people say, I'm not getting, I know I've got PTSD, but I don't want to put a claim in for that because I know I'll end up getting 100% or something. And then because of that and the drugs that I'll be on for that shit, even though they're prescribed and legal, could still stop me from buying firearms. Well, if you live on the left coast, yeah, them guys have pretty much solidified that. Like I said, I don't know if the right coast is going to be the same because it's a lot less liberal. I don't know, man. The way the world is, or the country is nowadays, with this whole fucking gun thing, and especially with marijuana becoming legalized in states, I don't know. I guess I guess you're shit out of luck, really. It's one or the other. So your constitutional rights under the Second Amendment don't mean shit if you have a marijuana card. Yeah. That sucks. Because I know a lot of dudes do have that fucking marijuana card. Whether it's because of fucking PTSD or fucking whatever reason. Even fucking in recreational use for states such as Colorado and shit. It's either the guns or the weeds, man. Now, I don't know. The article's pretty short. It's really just what I fucking read you. And it's coming from Fox News. Now, I don't know if you already own a firearm and then you get a medical marijuana card. I don't know if that's legit. I mean, I don't see why not. But if they're ruling that the Second Amendment doesn't apply to you because you essentially fucking partake in illegal drugs, that may be basis to fucking take your guns away. Because, like I said, the Second Amendment doesn't apply. So I don't know. That's kind of a tricky one. You know, ordinarily I'd say you would or could get grandfathered in, but yeah, I don't know. It's a fucking illegal drug at the end of the day. So I don't know. That's for people a lot more smart than me to work out, I guess. You know, Colin in Facebook Live says, as if it meant anything if you don't have a card. Well, yeah, I mean, if you don't have a fucking card, then, I mean, you're still doing it illegally and shit, but you're not on record in some fucking database as saying you have a fucking marijuana card. I mean, that's the fucking difference right there. On one hand, you're, I guess, publicly announcing it. On the other hand, you're not. And then in that particular state, on one hand, you can't get arrested for it, but on the other hand, you can. Now, I don't know if, you know, you go into these gun stores, if you have to declare that you do have a fucking marijuana card or not. I don't know. Maybe that's a new federal law or a new state law. I don't know. But it'd be kind of interesting to find out how this fucking person, S. Rowan Wilson, this Nevada woman, how she ended up giving up that information. Did they ask her if she had it, or did they not? Did she like tell them? I don't fucking know. I just giving you guys a story here. Like, fuck. But yeah, it's I guess that's a hit for the Second Amendment gurus or fans that also want to fucking smoke that shit up. I got a funny story here. I haven't read this myself, but I heard some people laughing about this shit. So I kind of glanced at it beforehand, and I kind of giggled to myself. I may have some audio for you guys. So we're going to see how this fucking works out. It may be one of these ad fucking stupid things. Yeah, it's a fucking stupid ad. But a parent is complaining to, I guess, the school about a derogatory class name. Like I said, I haven't read this article or looked into it, but
Good evening, I'm Clarice Tinsley. A school district is apologizing for a teacher's offensive class nickname. A parent who alerted the school also contacted us, saying ignorance is not a defense. Dan Anglin has more on the story you will see only on Fox 4.
Well, Clarice, this particular, this parent that we spoke to says that this particular...
Oh, of course it's going to freeze. Yeah, it can't just fucking
discussion
play.
came about because he insists on having a conversation with his kids that begins like this. Tell me something that you learned today. Well, he says this discussion revealed something he was not happy to hear.
I walked down there when I saw it. I took a picture with my phone, and I had to see it myself.
He does not want his face shown, but this dad with a student here at Bell Manor Elementary in Bedford does want you to see this. A laminated classroom note with the derogatory reference, jigaboos.
I don't think other parents know. I don't think the children have sat down with their parents yet and told them.
He says according to his son, it's the mascot name one of his 6th grade teachers assigned to the class. and that her other classes got different names.
When you put Dream Team and then you have the Jigaboos, like really with that? I mean, that's unacceptable.
The outraged dad visited the classroom when it was empty. He says he hurriedly took the photo, but you can make out the text, which reads like a mantra. The first line, "The teachers' jigaboos are at school today to achieve our 6th grade goals and to prepare for 7th grade."
She makes them recite that out loud.
Your son said that?
Yes. Makes the whole class recite it at one time.
Hurst Euless Bedford ISD tells Fox 4 the teacher did not know the term is a commonly known derogatory reference for African Americans. It issued a statement saying, "We would like to extend an apology for the inappropriate actions taken by one of our elementary teachers who failed to vet a class name. We take this situation seriously, and the issue was immediately addressed with the principal and classroom teacher. Both the principal and the teacher have apologized to the parent reporting this concern."
So it goes on for about another 2-3 minutes, but fuck that. So, like I said, I didn't read or watch this story, but kind of going through that. I mean, it's kind of funny until the point where it fucking tells you it's what it kind of means. I didn't know that shit. I don't know, but I mean, the name its fucking self, I don't get it. I mean, I think it's a funny fucking name. I mean, if it's used as a fucking derogatory term for fucking black people, then okay, I understand. I got that. But I don't see... I guess my problem with this is, why is this dude getting so upset to the point it's fucking going to the news? Like, isn't there many more fucking relevant fucking stories? How about do a follow-up of the fucking Louisiana floods or some shit like that actually fucking matters? Like, I don't understand nowadays people have this need to complain or bitch to the point where they want their shit on the fucking news, or they blow it out of fucking all kind of proportions. Like, if it was me offended by some dumb shit, then go to the fucking teacher or go to the fucking school and say, hey, you know, you guys see this shit? You see something wrong with this? And then fucking take action that way. I'm starting to get myself fucking wound up now. Like, I don't understand the point of this whole fucking thing. Like, okay, I got it. It's offensive. Teacher didn't know. All right, fine. There, fucking rectified. Dumb. Like, what's the problem? Why is this shit fucking news? Holy shit. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Everyone nowadays, not only do people get fucking upset and butthurt about the dumbest of shit, but when they do get upset, they instinctively feel that they have to make it, like, go viral, like, to rectify anything. A simple, hey teacher, hey principal, you realize that word means something fucking bad, and here's where you can fucking check this shit out. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Oh, appreciate you fucking telling us. We'll get it fucking changed immediately. Like, is it really that fucking hard? Like, I don't fucking understand people. And in case you didn't pick it up from the audio, the dad that complained was a white dude. You didn't see his face; his fucking back was to you. But just from looking at the state of his skin and shit like that, I'd say he was probably like mid-40s. So the dude is old enough to fucking know better, where he grew up in an era where, you know, you get your fucking ass whooped for dumb shit. But fuck it, let's all just complain about everything and just fucking everybody be on news and fuck the real news of the world. I mean, makes sense to me. Why not do that? So I know earlier on we were speaking about that whole American football thing, and who was it? The Chargers were going to put on that big fucking show parade thing when they meet the 49ers, and as Redleg said, that shit's been planned for ages, and it's just happened to be perfect timing that it falls into the same time frame that fucking Campadickle wants to pull his dumb shit. But, you know, also at NFL games, and I'm not sure if it's specific to, like, just the Super Bowl or certain fucking games. I don't know. But you normally see the flybys from, like, the Air Force or dudes like that. I even think the Army does it at times with Apaches and shit. But they do fucking flyovers, flybys, whatever you want to call them. Well, 4 Georgia-based jet pilots who buzzed the Bank of America Stadium, home of the Carolina Panthers, are now restricted from flight duty while the incident is reviewed by the U.S. Air Force. The Panthers were practicing on Monday when the A-10 Warthog attack jets swooped low, alarming some inside and outside of the stadium. It's unclear whether the pilots of the A-10 Thunderbolts, based at Moody Air Force Base in South Georgia, will face consequences for their actions. As professional airmen, we take aviation safety very seriously, Air Force Colonel Thomas Kunkel said in a statement to the Associated Press. The team was most certainly caught off guard as players wondered what was happening, Coach Ron Rivera said, but it was pretty awesome to see. Workers in a nearby office building criticized the flyby on social media. However, it turns out the pilots had requested permission for a flyover from the tower. Specifically, the Federal Aviation Administration, or the FAA, is looking into reports that the pilots made a low-altitude pass over Bank of America Stadium after air traffic controllers approved the pilot's request to fly over the venue. The statements released by the Air Force and FAA include no indications that the pattern was full or that a negative to the pilot's request was in order, but that doesn't mean rules weren't broken in this particular engagement. As we look into the circumstances of this incident, we are working with the FAA to ensure both civil and military aviation instructions were complied with. Some Air Force pilots do flyovers at NFL games, but the Panthers had no knowledge of any practice flyovers, the team spokesman Steve Drummond said. While much of the social media reaction saw the flyover as a circus stunt, the team didn't appear to take offense. I like the fact that they waved to us as they went over, Rivera said. The pilots from the Georgia base were conducting routine navigation training from Charlotte to Moody and were not participating in the Air Force's partnership with the NFL to provide flyovers. The planes had taken off from Charlotte Douglas International Airport moments before flying over the stadium, Air Force officials said. They are part of the 74th Fighter Squadron. They are part of the 74th Fighter Squadron at Moody Air Force Base, which is near Vladostat. That sounds like it's in fucking Russia. Vladostat, Georgia. The aircraft are used to support troops on the ground and are sometimes known by their nicknames Warthogs. Their maneuverability and capability for short takeoffs and landings help them operate near the front lines in battle. The planes can carry a variety of bombs, missiles, rockets, and guns to defeat a wide variety of targets on the ground, including tanks. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. I think the best part of that fucking article was the dude saying, I like the fact that they waved to us as they went over. But that gives you some indication of how low these motherfuckers were. I'm assuming they were somewhat inverted, at least sideways maybe, for these dudes on the ground to be able to see the pilots wave at them. I don't know about you, but that's funny as shit to me. I guess fucking Goose and what's his name, they didn't get fucking reprimanded for doing flyovers and shit when they fucking buzzed the tower. Man, fuck it. They got approval from the FAA. They could fucking do it. So what's the big deal? More people bitching and moaning about fucking nothing. So what? You heard a loud noise for a couple of fucking seconds. Jesus. You know, and I don't even think it was the Panthers, just reading through the article, I don't think it was the Panthers that were kind of just bitching and moaning about it. I think it came from, the office building. And this is on the ESPN.com website. One of the comments on this shit, because you can comment on these fucking stories. One dude says, seems like they had just taken off for a leg of their training mission and thought they'd tip their wings to the Panthers before climbing to the right altitude. These guys are the best low-level ground support pilots we have, and as long as they were at least 500 feet, I doubt safety was an issue. Cut them some slack. It wasn't a 747, and I wonder who the complaining snitch was. Yeah, like I said, probably the dudes in that fucking office building. Someone else says, because you've always got to have a fucking keyboard warrior. Like someone says like a pretty legit, decent fucking comment that kind of makes sense. And then you got to have that fucking dude that's got to come back and argue the point. Well, this guy says, since you made this comment, I am to assume you actually have knowledge about this. These planes are not toys, and the pilots have no business treating their flying like a joyride. It's not as if accidents have never happened, even with experienced pilots. And it's not like they're being kicked out of the Air Force. They will probably get a slap on the wrist and have something in their file, but then I guess some people think the military should be able to do whatever they want. Fucking douchebag. They asked fucking permission from the tower, right? So to me, they weren't fucking just joyriding. They're like, hey, let's go fucking, buzz a stadium. They asked permission. They were given fucking green light, and they went and fucking done it. And then some fucking bitches in an office building complained about this shit. Some other fucking dude who looks like he's fucking early 20s. Let me check out his fucking profile real quick. Yeah, he looks like a liberal fucking douchebag. But he lives in fucking Texas. He said, our country has become such a joke. This isn't news, and the fact that people complain about the story is truly idiocracy. Which, I can agree with that. But I don't know how he gets our country is such a joke out of that shit. Someone replied to him, if our country has become a joke, it's mostly due to people like you that speculate from afar and form strong opinions on issues they know absolutely nothing about. Some other dude says, it's not about someone complaining. I agree with the last comment. You don't take a $20 million military aircraft and do whatever you want with it. The idiocracy rests with you, my friend. Why not? If I could fucking have a jet, I'm fucking playing with that motherfucker. I'm doing all kinds of shit. Hey, what's up, cuz? But if you guys got anything you want to talk about, give me a call, 415-889-8367. I did promise you guys a preview of the safety brief, as I do every Friday. So if you guys don't know what the safety brief is, back in the day, we used to put together an audio file of a safety brief. It's just what it sounds like, a safety brief. And we used to push it out every Friday. And then we kind of stopped doing it for a while because the guy that did the voice for it, it just had life come up, military come up, just regular shit. So it's not able to do it right now. Well, I kind of one day thought, you know what? We need to bring this shit back because it was good. If nothing else, it gets to showcase some of the better things that were on the page that week. So I decided to start putting the videos together for it. And every week, this show, Liquid Lunch, which is always on, more often than not, every Friday from 12 noon until 2 p.m. Eastern, roughly. I give you guys a preview of the safety brief that gets put out around 5-6 o'clock Eastern on the main page. So yeah, this is a preview of this week's safety brief. Check it out. What's up, nation? I'm Pi, and today is a beautiful day. So I thought I'd get outside of the studio for a bit and enjoy the weather, because it's not going to last for much longer. Yep, it's the end of summer. And with the end of summer, it means Labor Day weekend. And with Labor Day weekend, it means a special kind of safety brief. if you're heading out of town this weekend, before you go, make sure you've secured all your belongings, as well as your residence. There's only one thief in the army, everyone else is just trying to get their stuff back. Make sure your POV inspections are complete and you've planned ahead. Last thing you want is for shit to start falling off your vehicle, so when you finally do get to your destination, you're driving a whole new make and model. Whether you're going out of town or staying put, enjoy this weekend, and if you're gonna party, make sure you party like a motherfucking rock star. Nothing like cleaning up the following day to burn off some of those extra calories you put on the night before. If you decide to go out in the town this weekend, remember the 3 S's: senses, surge, and saved. Many women confuse the senses, allow the surge of hormones to subside, and don't wake up in the morning praying to be saved. Enjoy the weekend with friends and families. I'm sure you guys and gals have deserved it, but remember, don't play with your food at the table. As with any other day, do not drink and drive. Make this weekend a good one. Make sure you have a plan. Call a buddy. Call your NCO. Fuck, if it comes to it, call your first sergeant or your commander. I'm sure any one of those people would rather pick you up from the bar than pick you up from the police station or the morgue. Well, that's about it. I hope you guys have a good Labor Day weekend. And before we go, Redleg, take it away.
And remember, you can listen to WTF Nation Radio live every night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Is this where I get to do it here? Always wanted to do this. Platoon sergeants, take charge of your platoons and release them for weekend fuckery.
Fucking Red Lake. But yeah, a couple of people asked about the doghouse looking thing in the back. That was a shed. It was a shed in the backyard. My dog's like an inside dog. I don't like. He goes out back and take him out and shit. But yeah, he lives in the house. Yeah, that shed's just got fucking like an extra grill in there. Some of the gardening shit and all that kind of crap in there. Yeah, all the outside bits and pieces. In case you didn't see it, there was a big thing that went on Twitter over the past week or so. If you haven't seen it, go use the Googleizer and Googleize Twitter McChicken sandwich. Now, I'm gonna warn you, if you watch the video, you ain't gonna get it fucking out of your mind for a while. It's like gonna be like permanently burned in to your brain. So you've been warned. But I took a picture of that video, and that was the whole don't play with your food portion. I was thinking about putting the actual video in there, but I was real crunched on time, and I would have had to have pixelate portions of the video, which would have taken extra time. So I figured just to take a picture and pixelize that and throw it up. But yeah, so if you didn't catch that reference and you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, go use the Googleizer and Googleize fuck me, Twitter McChicken sandwich. It's something you ain't gonna forget in a hurry. And then obviously Redleg graced us with his presence to remind you guys to tune in every night of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern for our live shows. We have a live show every night of the week. And then on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm here for Liquid Lunch from 12 noon until about 2 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, we got all that going on. And then if there's a show that you missed or you kind of want to see what we've done in the past, you can either check the videos on the U.S. Army Facebook, U.S. Army WTF Moments Facebook page. Oh, got the burpee hiccups. Yeah, so you can check the videos on the U.S. Army WTF Moments Facebook page. Just click videos. It's the easiest way to find them. Or you can head over to YouTube, since we're starting to stream all our stuff on YouTube now. We have a YouTube channel. So go to youtube.com/WTF Nation Radio. And then, if you don't want to look at the videos and you're just chilling in the car, you want to listen to the audio or some shit, you can listen to our podcasts. You can check them out at WTFNationRadio.com, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, or Google Music Play. And if you want to listen to us on the go, whether you're out shopping, going to the gym, working out, wherever it is you're going, whatever it is you're doing, you can download the TuneIn Radio app. Works for iPhone and Android, and it's free of charge. So just go to your respective store and search for TuneIn Radio. Once you've got that installed, just search for WTF Nation Radio, and we're there. If you've got an Android device, you can download our own app. We try to get it on iTunes, but them guys are fucking idiots. It took us like 3 weeks. We tried to pay them like multiple times. They didn't want to take the money, so we said, fuck it. So if you go to the Google Play Store and just search for WTF Nation Radio, you can download the app there. Yeah. So we got lots of stuff going on. As we mentioned earlier in the show, we're going to have Drill Sergeant High from Angry Cops on the show tonight, which should be pretty fun. In case you missed it earlier, this is his little shout out.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. Well, now that you're here, might as well tell you, I'm going to be doing an interview with U.S. Army WTF Moments. That's right. Tonight, 2100 Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be on their Facebook Live, U.S. Army WTF Moments. All right. It's going to be on their YouTube channel. All right. And also their TuneIn Radio app. So get in on that. Also, they've got WTFNationRadio.com that you can check me out at. So, yeah, the more you that show up, the more I'm going to drink and wear less clothes. So it'll be a hell of a pregame tonight. That's right. U.S. Army WTF Moments on Facebook Live tonight, 2100. I'm going to be there. You going to be there? You know where that sexy little number I saw in yesterday? You know who I'm talking to. Yeah. All right.
So there's that guy. He's going to be on the show tonight. Oh, Drill Sergeant High. He'll be on with Red Leg for Friday Night Fuckery. He'll be on at 2100 Eastern. The show starts at 2000 Eastern, so make sure you're here for that. Ross says he's Red Leg stunt double. Yeah, I can see the similarities. Oh shit! You know, maybe we can work some movie magic and have him on camera tonight. I don't know. I'll speak to Red Leg, see if that's doable. Also, if you guys don't know, we're doing like a recruiting drive thing. Like, yeah, we're trying to add to the staff.
Hello, I'm Redleg. In the 18 months since WTF Nation Radio first went on the air, we've grown far quicker than I'd ever anticipated. In fact, we've outgrown our current staff's capabilities, and some of them have threatened to quit if I don't get them some help. No, dude. No, okay, listen. Okay, no, I'll get you some help. Just don't quit. Hello? I've been told that we need help in the social media department. We have a social media department? In order to continue to grow as a radio station. That's not that I don't know how to do it. I just don't have time. F-A-C-E-B. Twitter? What the f? You see, my duties as station manager require me to dedicate my time elsewhere. No, I don't want to upgrade to triple play. I just want my internet to work. I need to speak to your supervisor. What's your name? Keith? Keith? You can barely speak English. Keith? What the f? I've also been told that we need to expand our audio production capabilities. Again, it's not that I don't know how to do audio production. I just don't have time. This looks good. Ah! If you're interested in joining the WTF Nation Radio team, head over to WTFNationRadio.com, click on Contact Us, and then click on Join Our Team. We're looking forward to working with you. Thank you for your interest in WTF Nation Radio.
So there's that. So if you guys are interested in joining the team, like Red Leg said, head over to the website, WTFNationRadio.com, click Contact Us, join the team, fill out the app, and boom, there you go. And we go through the applications, and yeah, is what it is. So we got all kinds of positions we're looking to fill right now. So yeah, whatever it is, whatever position it is that you feel you may excel in, then just drop us a line. What we do ask though is at least have some kind of knowledge or experience in whatever it is that you're applying for. So, for example, if I was applying to be a fucking on-air host, I would have to have some experience. Like a few months, like 6 months at the most, would be pretty decent. That way I kind of knew what the fuck I was doing. Or if I was applying to be a social media guru, managing actual Facebook pages, like not your own personal page, but your Facebook page. Like something like US Army WTF Moments or WTF Nation Radio or your fucking local pet fucking yard sale fucking page or something. I don't fucking know, but a page, something like that you know about, you know about the workings of the page and all that kind of shit. You've had some experience with it. So definitely, if you have experience in anything, just let us know. I mean, we're also looking for admin assistants as well. So, yeah. Reptimon's busy. Jay Reddy's busy. Fuck me, Redleg, Raptor 7. Like, everyone here at the station is busy doing something. And we all need help with the shit we got, because we got, like, so much shit going on. So, yeah. So, if you think that you could fill in a position of some kind, then drop us a line. Well, yeah. There you go. If Vince says, but I want to learn, and it kind of brings up a good point, because, some of you guys might be like, hey, look, I want to get involved. I want to be a part of the team. I want to help do good things and make this thing grow and reach out to people and all that kind of stuff. And that is great. Like, that's the biggest thing we look for, is dedication and motivation and the willingness and the drive to fucking help with the team. Because none of us get paid for this shit. We've actually all put money into it out of our own pockets that we're not getting back. And we have no problem with that. So having the drive and motivation to do it is obviously a big thing. But if you want to, for example, be an audio engineer, like do the sound clips that Jay Reddy does and shit, then probably go use the Googleizer and learn how to fucking do sound clips. There's a whole bunch of free fucking software out there that does audio editing. So fucking download a free piece of software and just fucking come up with shit. Like download one of our shows and mess with it. Just fucking do funny clips and shit. And, over the next couple of months, as you do that more and more, you'll get better. And then you can be like, hey, I want to fucking apply as an audio dude. And here's some of the shit I've done. It's some of your stuff, so it's kind of relevant. And there you go. If you want to be like a fucking video dude, then learn how to do that shit. If you want to do fucking radio stuff, put together podcasts. Just learn to fucking do podcasts on your own about fucking basic shit. You don't have to put it online, but, do podcasts about some fucking hobby or how your neighbor pisses you off or, I don't know, some shit like that. But the more and more you do it, the better and better you'll become. And then when you feel that you're at that point where you're like, oh, I'm pretty decent at this, I've got some experience because I've been doing it over the past few months learning this shit, then there you go. But, yeah. Peter says he has experience with missiles. Does that help? I'm going to refer you to Redleg. So just fill out the application. Just say you're a missile guru. I mean, maybe you could help fucking get us into space. So, yeah, there's probably a slot for you somewhere. Oh, shit. But, yeah. So, it's coming close to that time in the show where we kind of end shit. And I got a few stories here, and I'm kind of juggling between the two. Between the three. But I kind of want to end it on a good note. So I'm going to get rid of the one I had lined up because, I mean, even though it's a story, I don't want to end the show on a fucking shitty story. But if you're interested to hear what the fucking story was, just use a Googleizer and find out the latest news about Jared from fucking Subway, that douchebag. Yeah, fuck that guy. But yeah, go check that out if you're interested in what I was going to talk about. So what I do want to talk about comes from We Are the Mighty, and it's titled That time, a Marine had a live RPG stuck in his leg. So Marine Corps Lance Corporal Winder Perez was fighting in Afghanistan in January 2012 when he was shot with a rocket-propelled grenade that pierced his leg and remained stuck there without detonating. A medical evacuation crew ignored regulations against moving unexploded ordnance, picked him up, and flew him to a medical care facility where explosive technicians removed the RPG so a Navy medical officer could operate on him. It's got a little YouTube video here, so if you want to see the video, go use the YouTubeizer and go search Marine Miraculously Saved Despite Live RPG in Leg. Like, that's the title of it. So Specialist Mark Edens was the first member of the medevac crew to see the Marine. The flight had originally been briefed that they were receiving an injured little girl as a patient, but they arrived to find the Lance Corporal with a large wound and approximately 2 foot long RPG protruding from his leg. When Army pilot Captain Kevin Dew was told about the embedded RPG, he asked his entire crew to vote on whether to evacuate the patient. They unanimously voted yes, despite the dangers. There was no doubt to anybody that we were going to take this Marine and get him to the medical attention he needed to save his life. When dealing with this, not knowing that at any moment could be your last, 18 inches from the patient's legs was about 360 gallons of aviation fuel. After Lance Corporal Perez was loaded into the Black Hawk, it was a total of 11.2 minutes of flight time, where every minute felt like an hour. During that time, we were on the radio coordinating with our escorts, the EOD team, and medical personnel who were going to treat Perez. When the helicopter landed, Perez was met by Navy Lieutenant Commander James Gennari, the head of the surgical company at Forward Operating Base Edinburgh, and Army EOD Staff Sergeant Ben Summerfield. Summerfield quickly tugged the RPG free of Perez, and Gennari worked to stabilize the patient. Gennari later said that Perez's wounds were so severe that he would have died without the quick medevac. Edens, Dew, and the rest of the Army medevac team then transported Perez to Camp Bastion, where he began the long road to recovery. And that's it for the end of the article, but I'm assuming that Lance Corporal Perez survived and carried on, fucking Charlie Mike, and is living life to this day. There was nothing about, you know, fucking him succumbing to his wounds or anything like that. But that's pretty legit to get shot by an RPG, the shit not go off. I mean, that in itself is a freaking miracle. And then on top of that, like these dudes fucking come together. Charlie Mike take this dude to medical center and hook him up, and he's good to go. So yeah, man. I mean, it's said time and time again, fucking medical personnel, medevacs are like so fucking important. As you heard from the article, without that medevac team doing what they did and fuck regulations and all about the dude's life, then yeah, he probably wouldn't have made it. So good story to fucking end on. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this story, if you want to read it or see the YouTube video, the link is in Facebook Live, but go to We Are the Mighty and just search for Marine RPG stuck in leg. And then on YouTube, again, search for Marine Miraculously Saved Despite RPG in Leg. But yeah, a fucking great story. So, that being said, it's pretty much that time of the show where I bid you all adieu. Remember to stop by tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, for Friday Night Fuckery with Redleg, and Drill Sergeant High will be here with his stories about his experiences as a cop and drill sergeant and the funny fuckery that goes on with that. I don't think I've skipped anything else Remember, we have a show every night of the week. As I said earlier, I'll be back here on Monday, if I'm sober enough, for Liquid Lunch. Again, starting at 12 Eastern and until about, give or take, 1400. Ransom Arm's not here with me. Redleg's not here with me, so I can't double check if I've forgotten anything. So, you guys have a great... shit, what holiday is it? Oh, fuck. I was going to call it Thanksgiving, but I know it's not Thanksgiving yet. It's, shit, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, my God. Yeah, I got brain dead. It's that time of the day. You guys have a great weekend, regardless of what fucking holiday it is. And I'll catch you guys, if not tonight, then on Monday. So, as always, you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Well, that's all, folks. That's my line. Step aside, babe. Let a star do this. That's all! That's all, folks!
Can I go home now?